Pisces, thank you for joining me and welcome to my channel. This is your reading for 2020, so it's a yearly preview. I'm going to use my really old tarot deck that I don't really use on the channel, but I'll use it for you guys. I also chose you guys first because there was a video recently in which your video got cut off, and I know I wasn't posting so much in the end of 2019. End of a decade, lots to do, a lot of things came up, but I really tried to be diligent to address everything. I have an announcement. At the end of this video, I'm going to have an extended for members only. That's my thank you to everybody who sponsored my channel in the fall. It's an extended reading, way longer than I would have done for members only, so I'll put out more videos for you guys in that section as well for those of you who had been around for the entire time. It's going to be a clarification of this reading, so we'll just go in deeper. I also want to ask you guys if you're interested in a horoscope spread this year. I do have the availability to do it maybe in January, better than in December, even though it's better if I put it out right now. But so a horoscope spread is a 12 card spread, and then I do 12 readings for every single month or area of your life. So if you're interested in that, make sure to leave a comment behind, down in the description, leave a like, and just let me know that that's something that you want. And tell me your placement. So just tell me if you're Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and that will help me determine what I'm doing. So I hope you enjoyed today's reading. Why don't we begin? And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. Okay, welcome to the new decade, Pisces. Let's take a look. So we have the Four of Cups, luxury. So this is a very powerful card. This is Moon and Cancer, okay? A lot of different people have different interpretations of this card. It can mean boredom or dissatisfaction, but I feel as though something is being offered to you. You have the kernel of something new, a new beginning, new chance at something. Something is not clearly a great option for you yet, but you don't know much about it yet. So I feel like, you know, something's on the horizon. You're just not seeing its potential yet, but we'll see where the reading goes. Then we have the Lovers. Ooh, okay, Gemini. This can also represent, you see Cain and Abel down there. And then we have the Marriage. So that's kind of a multifaceted card. Somebody in your family is very prolific in your life this year. Prolific meaning that they tell you like fortunes and give you a good idea of which way to go. Okay, let's take a look at the next card. We have the Ace of Wands. Boom. If you're a woman watching this and you're Pisces, you have full high energy on the go this year. Initiation, new business opportunities, Pisces. Boom. Especially if you're women or if you identify towards like more within your feminine energy. Also, you will be very, very attractive to whoever you are around. It's a year in which you're gonna be very like on top of your game in terms of how you look, how you present yourself. Things are gonna go your way. Then we have the Knight of Wands. Ooh, this is in the Emperor position. So Knight of Wands, this is the same as the King of Wands in other decks. Sag, Leo, or Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Secondary transits in fire as well. Somebody coming into your life, somebody quite established, or very important in your life, this person is. And I have a feeling that your energy is going to grow and grow, Pisces. I think that it's going to very much increase as the year continues, okay? Here is the next message. We have the Five of Swords. If you're in school, take it easy this year. If you're in school, don't take too many classes. Don't overextend yourself. This is not a year for you to take risks within your education and also with any institution that you're interacting with, be it church or government. If you work for an organization, be very, very tentative. Don't make big, giant movements, bold movements, that kind of thing. From the first line, I can really see as though this relationship becomes very, very important. This person's very open towards you. They have an open heart towards you, and they feel good towards you, so that's nice. The next message is the Eight of Cups. Okay, so with regard to your family, Pisces, there's a little bit of a pause in terms of the intensity of the connections that you're feeling towards them. I have a feeling that this is a redirection. It's a time for you to sort of branch out and take a look outside of your family dynamics, and maybe there you will find social connections. Or maybe it's time to focus on the one special person in your life. This can also suggest that if you're in a relationship, this could be something like a child, or trying for a child, or anything to do with pregnancy. And especially with the Ace of Wands and that, somebody's ready to have a child. Then you have the Ten of Swords, that's Sun in Gemini. Let's see. Okay, so if there are troubling thoughts that have haunted you for some time, I have a feeling that this year those haunted thoughts are going to end. They're not going to be as at the forefront of your mind. I sense that there is a haunting energy. You feel haunted, and you're overcoming that sense. I don't know if you guys know this, but sometimes somebody can have like a string of energy that they're attached to that sort of gives their life a certain type of ambiance for a certain amount of time. So like 2 or 3 years, they are, inundated by a certain type of energy. So I have a feeling that you've been like contending with something that's been closing out for you for some time. And this Ten of Swords is suggesting in that position that now that feeling, the pattern is sort of ending. It's a new pattern beginning. And especially with something that you feel like you feel like a cyclical pattern in your life. And the feeling was that the cyclical pattern sort of persists in your life in some way. And you sort of wish that you would have some autonomy from it, like things happen to you, you experience certain situations or interact with certain types of people, and you want to break those old habits, and that's what you're going to do this year. Then we have the Queen of Wands, a very powerful Leo female. So Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, okay? Secondary transits in water, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. So very, very potent, empowering friendship with a Leo. Yeah, just look for Leo people. Possibly Queen, but it could be like another sign, okay? There's a next sign. We have the Nine of Pentacles, which is Venus in Virgo, okay? Venus in Virgo. Okay, so this can say that this will be a year in which you have a lot of finances, that you're going to feel very financially strong and empowered, and yet you may find yourself sort of alone a lot. Not necessarily lonely, but maybe not necessarily around too many people. A friend, a partner, maybe some intimacy. Do you notice the fiery energy around your love life? So something to do with the fire signs perhaps, or the months of the fire signs, right? So Aries, Sag, and Leo. Okay, so look for those times for your love life to heat up. Here is the next message, and look for those kinds of people, not only to date, but maybe someone who opens the opportunities for you towards love. Okay, so there's someone who you are very close with. There's someone who you're very close with who comes back into your life in one way or another. I have a feeling that there's a long connection there from an early point in life. There's celebration, there's joy, real enchantment between you and your friends. Here is the next message. We have the Knight of Swords. Somebody wants to clarify things with you. Somebody wants to really clarify things or figure them out, figure out where you stand, where each of you stand, to kind of draw a line on some things, discuss things. You might be doing a lot of communications with this Knight of Swords. Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, secondary transits in fire, Sagittarius or Aries. But there's going to be fairness in that situation where maybe in the end of 2019, or maybe for some time there was a lack of clarity there. I have a feeling that that will resolve and become fair and just. Here is the next message. We have the Three of Pentacles, Mars in Capricorn. Okay, continued very hard work. I'm sensing from this money, work, very, very diligent energy. I think you're applying yourself very well, Pisces. Applying yourself well, working through things. I think you feel like a renewed energy, renewed energy because you're finally moving past this Ten of Swords, moving past the stuff that had you really caught up and broken, and now you're getting productive and you feel that productivity. There's no vacuous space that you're getting lost in. And then we have the Prince of Pentacles, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. An end of a relationship with a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, or Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, secondary transits, so the weaker transits. Prince of Pentacles, a change or change of a relationship or an end of a relationship. This person might be pursuing something. If it's not, it doesn't have to be by the sign, but this person in some way is completing something, and they will be taken out of your life because they have to finish school or do something, and that's the primary thing. Here is the next message, the new Aeon. I think you're being taught a karmic lesson here, Pisces. Okay, being taught a karmic lesson, and I have a feeling that you've, in the past, had a relationship with this person before, and I feel like the same type of person time and again, possibly the same thing, sort of leaving the situation because they're pursuing something else, and you reacted the same way each time. And I think that you do that because you blame yourself, so you don't actually correct how you approach it, because you feel bad and then you don't deal with it. So I think the message is that you're supposed to approach it, and you will be approaching it, this cyclical relationship, in a different way, which will be emancipating your lock in on it, and a new beginning here, which is Pluto. And in this position's very, very careful new beginning that will unfold throughout the whole year. Blossoming, especially if you're creative or do art, that's going to be huge. For many of you, marriage, very, very strong marriage cards. For many of you, marriage or serious relationships, just very profound relationships, very, very solid, nice energy. These are so beautiful. I'm happy with how things turned out, how it looks. Okay, so let's see the next message. And then we have Art, Sagittarius. Watch out for Sagittarians, Pisces. I'm not saying any shade. When I say that, it's just because of the position they're in. Be careful for Sagittarians. Be careful of people over a long period of time trying to, in some way, manage a situation or influence a situation you're in. Talking too much so as to drain your energy. There's something like that. Then we have the Eight of Rods. Okay, so I would stay away from desirous, huge expressions of love. I think that this is a conservative time where you're applying yourself, working a lot. No kind of caution to the wind kind of energy. Romantic getaways, probably not good for you. I think that you'll probably have opportunities, but I would be very, very careful to take them. In fact, I think the important thing will be, this feels like a deep conversation with someone over the period of the year. It's not necessarily romantic. It has to do with improving your life or improving your approach to life. And then we have the Hierophant. Oh, this is nice. If you're interested in a Taurus, you might be in luck. Taurus, sun, moon, or rising. This person, sun, moon, or rising, Taurus, but anybody, a teacher, a spiritual teacher, or possibly I'm getting like a lawyer or somebody who is very loyal. Okay, Nine of Rods. There's something in which you want to see what's happening on the other side of the door, and there's like a mystery behind a door that you're going to be very curious about. That's a very interesting one. The next message is the Chariot. Okay, so very happy experiences with a Cancer, a person who is in the sign of Cancer. A new beginning, new friendships, maybe romance. Yeah, something in low energy is being replaced something with high energy. And then I'm very excited for you because the reading is very prosperous. So we have Princess of Wands, so Sagittarius or Aries, possibly Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Oh, I just peeked on the bottom. Guess what you got? So you have the Ten of Cups. Very, very good energy. So Princess of Wands could be a friend of yours, a new friend. You're going to have a lot of opportunities to be around this person. This could feel like a group of friends, you and several friends. If this is a group of friends for you, I'd watch out for this person, whoever they are. They could be a Scorpio, Sagittarius. I'm picking up on that because of the Phoenix. It's making me like a late stage Scorpio, like in November. Yeah. And so, but it may be a Sagittarius, like really on the cusp of Scorpio. So somewhere in there. And I feel like maybe that's a time in which to be moderate also. So that time period in late November, it's going to be a good idea to be temperate. And if nothing bad is going to happen. In fact, this reading has very little in the way of something where I'm just like, oh, that's going to be tough. I have a feeling that you're going to get around this fine. I really do. I have a feeling that like when you're navigating your labyrinth of your life, these things come up in our lives and I think you'll get around it fine. This is wonderful. Probably the best card is here because something that's dated is over, right? Something that you're done with is done. This is the saddest one because this can mean like in some way you could be missing your family or something like that. So distance and stuff, but there's definitely a lot of social interaction. Very social year. Maybe first half of a year a little bit more quiet, while the second half of the year a bit more jazzy. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. This was really good. It's my first time doing a big reading like that back. I'm going to do the extended in the members only section. So it's going to be 4 rows using 4 little decks, and I'll clarify each one. And the meanings may change, but I'm doing it right after. Anyway, I hope you guys have a happy new year and happy holidays, and let me know down below if you guys want that horoscope reading as well, okay? Thanks so much, and I will talk with you soon. Bye, Pisces. Happy holidays.